Mr. Phil Hogan to start us off. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Sacco, Mr. Abostet, President of the African Union Council of Agriculture Ministers, Mr. Petri Daya, the President of the EU Council of Agricultural Ministers, Director General de Silva, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour for me on behalf of the European Commission to thank you all for making the effort to be here today. I know how busy you are and how many other things you could be doing, but we really appreciate you being part of this very important day and very important agenda item. It reflects on how far Africa and Europe have come in building a shared future together as equal partners, that we can have so many ministers and so many people together today. I would like to offer my sincerest thanks to Commissioner Sacco for working closely with the Commissioner for Agriculture of the European Union, in spite of himself at times, for taking this initiative, and also to the Director General of the FAO for facilitating us here today on his premises. Our last ministerial conference took place 2 years ago, and we have achieved a lot since then. Today we are reflecting on the ever-growing strength of the African Union-European Union Partnership in Agriculture and Sustainable Rural Development. And we can be proud of where we have arrived, but of course we still have a lot of work to do. We have maintained a strong political momentum, and we have delivered on our commitment of 2 years ago to translate ambitious words into concrete and tangible actions. So the new Africa-Europe Alliance for Sustainable Investment and Jobs will be a strong force for progress and prosperity, not alone on our two continents, but indeed throughout the world. I'm also proud that our policy area in agriculture is the first deliverable on the recommendations of the African Union-European Union Alliance. So agriculture is leading the way to all other sectors in relation to deepening the relationship between the African Union and the European Union. We now have a roadmap for the agri-food and rural agenda between our two continents. We're building in particular on the very positive recommendations that were mapped out by the Task Force on Rural Africa report, which was launched in March of this year, and of course which was chaired by Mr. Tom Arnold and had representation of equally from the European Union and the African Union. And we want to thank them sincerely for their work, that they did so well in such a short space of time, and now we have to make sure that we do not let them down by ensuring its implementation. So I invite you all, whether you're politicians or experts, politicians sometimes feel they're experts as well, or stakeholders from the public or the private sector, to have an open dialogue about the best way of implementation. We have an open agenda on the actions required for implementation of our objectives. And I want to assure you of that, and I have assured Commissioner Sacco of that as well. We have to transform the way we do agriculture in the future. We have to reflect on sustainable rural development, on responsible investment and dynamic agri-food value chains in the continent of Africa. And the partnership will grow and flourish at 3 levels: people to people, business to business and government to government. But collective action between our two societies, our businesses and governments, is the key to making progress. So let us seize this wonderful opportunity here in Rome and build on the great work that we have done already. And I look forward to your observations and your suggestions in this debate. And I look forward to the many ideas, I'm sure, that you have that will build on your own experience in your own countries about what is the tangible initiatives that were ripe for success and that we do not have to reinvent the wheel for the future. We can build on many of your good work that you're doing already. So the best of luck, and thank you very much.